This video is sponsored by the following people. Please click the links in the description below.
Looks good there. Lots of hammer marks, but that's quite nice. That's what we're concerned with. It feels good. It's going to be even. So I just get that. It's pretty good, this one, but I'll give it a little go under here. See that difference where in the tooling, so it leaves a perfectly flat finish. Pneumatic hammer, and obviously my hammer with round tooling, it's taking little bite, which is nice. So there you go. Sort of will it into shape, don't you? Like, go like that. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right there. So I've got a taper, gets deadly thin at the tip because it's deadly thin at the tip. And there is actually a bit more meat there, which is a good thing because we've got a lot of thickness there on this knife. So if you think about those angles, yeah, I mean, it's part of the geometry to have a pretty low bevel, but it's going to be quite a low bevel on this knife to clear that bit for the most part. It's okay if you're just touching it a little bit on the stones at the end, but this heel in line with this swelling into this tang, into the spine, this part of flow into everything else. And that's like a really critical, it's the thickest bit of the knife. And it's obviously the hardest to correct later on. So I want to make sure, because I might have to get a little wobble out there, I might have to take it back into the hammer, and it'd be quicker just to iron it out in the hammer than beat it to death on the anvil. But it's looking perfectly cold straightenerable. I'm just going to iron some of the wrinkles out, if you see what I mean. Kind of jeweler's stump, something like, maybe it's not called that. It's like a jeweler's stump. Don't know any jewelers with stumps. But, you know. cut that bit. So this bit, and then I'll do all the rest of the straightening then. But I'll just give them another quick, and see how much that's moved from cold forging. So I've got a bit of a lump there. Should be able to get it out cold. But I'll just take that lump out and see where we are. Yeah, it's got to bring that up a little bit. Let's do it on the anvil. Let's do it on the bick, actually. All right, I'll just do this one in here as well, because then I need the hardy hole. So I'll just run over that, smooth out the inside of that curve. Straightening's a bastard on these things because you've got 3 planes that can be out. It can all seem straight, but the hollow's off entirely. So everything's in line, but when you put a flat edge on it, the hollow's all off in different places, but everything's still in line on the spine. So you've got a lot of different planes. So I'll begin, and then you've got to check them all. So I'll start by just generally straightening it. Straight according to my sort of sense of is it straight or not. And then this actually helps to get the planes, and you kind of have to think about it as 3 planes because this edge can be going off in all kinds of different ways. The hollows can be, if that's more hollow there, that's being pushed more that way. And it's one of these things, it takes a lot of concentration. But if you've got a really bad hangover, then you just switch off and then you realise that you can just do it automatically. So this one's a bit tool steely, so it's not quite as yield as the iron's a bit more floppy. Let's check the tangs in line. Hardy hole comes in handy, and the bottom of the tang. Looking pretty good. And this middle bit, this is the bit where you pay for the sort of speed and efficiency of being able to forge it like that. It is a massive ball ache to straighten. But yeah, like anything else, I mean, I've got quite quick at this, but I've got to do this again. You get it as straight as you can, and then you heat treat it, and it will move subtly again. So you've got to do this twice, really. So I get a pretty good sense of it. So I've done all that straightening, and now you've got to check the hollows. But you've got to check this. And you can see, you can't see until you put a straight edge, so I can see immediately that the convex is way off there. I just couldn't see it, so I'm going to mark that there. Okay, it's pretty much flat there. Let's see what it's like on the other side. So it's quite even there. A little bit there maybe. So you can see it's all over the place and you just cannot see it. And then I've got to check that this heel's right for a start. So the heel is right. So that's good, because that's the hardest bit. That's just a little bit, so that's right. So I've got to just convex that bit that way and convex that bit that way now. And then line up everything again. Looking good. That's pretty good. I've just got to get a nice sense of how straight everything is along there. Iron out some of the little lumps. He's looking good, man. And you get another go at it. As long as it doesn't twist horribly or this edge crimple up, then it can all be done, straightened again. It's just kind of making your life as easy as possible. But guaranteed it'll kind of curl a bit one way or the other, even if it looks perfectly straight after heat treatment. When I get a flat edge on it again, and I'll have to move around, and that's where this stump comes in handy. You don't actually have to belt it on the edge there. You can just work these hollows by and large to move the position of the edge around, if you saw what I mean. If you hollow it a bit more there, then that edge goes that way, sort of thing. So as long as you don't get wrinkles in this edge, and that's where the clay helps a great deal, it just sort of dissipates the shock. If it is gonna distort, it kind of distorts over the whole thing rather than focusing on the edge. We're water quenching, so it'll want to, from thin to thick, it'll want to sweep upwards like a katana, whereas in oil, it happens the opposite way. So it kind of wants to go down. So you're more likely to actually get the edge crinkling in oil.
If you're enjoying this kind of videos, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, comment below, let us know what other videos you'd like to see.